The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
Out in Nevada near the silver mines, there's a kind-hearted woman. She's looking so fine, always taking care of her community. Bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
And welcome to About Town Deb with City Talk. I have a feeling I'm echoing. My echoing. Maybe I'm not now. Anyway, we're so happy to be here. So we're going to change it up a little bit today. But before we introduce these amazing, beautiful women, I want to thank our sponsors. So I want to thank Kim Surratt with Surratt Law Practice. I want to thank Kirk Allaire with GratisGives, which, by the way, Kirk is going to be joining us on the second half as my co-host. And he's going to be bringing on Keenan Poland, the president of Disability Resources. And I also want to thank Dee Dee James. You heard that theme song. We want to thank him. Go to ddjames.com. If you look up here, I'm hoping you see it like we see it About Town Deb up above me. That is from Neil Cahill, half cast. So if you like wine and you like decor with wine, and this little heart here, he also made that. So I'm grateful to have tons of people who support us. Caliber for the hair, labels for this. And I'm going to share this later because we have another connection with my necklace. So there's our thank yous, and especially thank you to fenixmedia.us. So Christian behind the scenes, thank you for what you do. Go visit fenixmedia.us for anything radio, internet radio, anything you'd like to be a sponsor. We will hook you up. So now that I've done that, this show is all about community love, not just Reno, not just Sparks, overall community love and volunteerism. And I think this week or this day, so I'm just going to go in. Sienna, hello.
Hi, I'm Sienna.
There is Sienna, and I'm so happy to have Sienna. She is one of our amazing interns. And it's nice having interns, but then at some point, you want to keep them forever. So Sienna is our public relations coordinator. Matt could not be here today. He is working. He's our community coordinator. Melissa, thank you. So Melissa, this way, I got it right. So Melissa, we are so grateful. She's my marketing director, does way more than that. And Jazzy Georgia, executive assistant and cousin and handler, she's at home taking the day behind the scenes. So I'm grateful for all of you. Now, we've got introductions out of the way. We usually say a little bit about what I've been doing and how the week went. Well, Carson City. So Sienna, what was it like to go do a staycation in work?
I absolutely loved our staycation. It was really fun to see everyone out and about finally. I haven't seen that in a while, but we were at a dinner as a team and there was live music. Yeah. Everyone was, you can tell, really enjoying their time out. The restaurant was filled. Everyone just seemed super happy, and it was really fun to see everything starting to get back to normal.
Mm-hmm. It was cool. And
it was fun.
And we want to thank the Holiday Inn Express in Carson City because they hosted all of us. So it was really nice. So for Sienna, so I'm just going to just share this. You were saying how happy you were. We asked her what she wanted to do, and what did you want to do when you got back to the? We're just going to be personal.
I went home and I did a face mask and I took a bath and I slept amazing in the king bed.
Well, it's also why it was a big deal to you because you are going to college at UNR.
I am. I was really excited for this opportunity. Personally, I've never had a staycation. But it was nice to be able just to get out of the environment that I'm used to so much. And it honestly felt like a vacation. The environment I was surrounded by, Deb, the rest of the team, everyone's very positive and fun. It honestly was a great time.
That was cool.
I loved it. Yeah.
Well, I was excited because we had extra hands and helpers. So that was really good. So we want to thank them. I'm also going to put a little shout out to Hall and Rye. If you're a local in the Reno area, we're going to be planning an adventure with them. So stay tuned because I'm going to be up close and personal. Don't know if I want to do that, but I'm excited. It's going to be pretty. we're excited about that. And the other thing I'm really excited about is that I love chicken wings. Like chicken wings are my go-to if I'm at a restaurant. They're great appetizers. They're good to eat like after you've been out at night and you want something. I'll even eat cold chicken wings in the morning. I'm a chicken wing girl.
Cold chicken wings are the best.
Cold chicken wings are the best. So I love chicken wings. So on the way back from our staycation, we stopped at Noble Pie Pizza Parlor in the Summit. And Ryan happened to be on there doing a Channel 8 news interview because they had won another contest for their amazing wings. So I got to have wings for lunch, which was great. And then I had the opportunity to go to EG, did I say that right? EG Noodle on Damati Ranch. And Eric, I want to thank you for that because you said, hey, you guys got to check out and have lunch there. And they gave us these chicken wings, totally different than the other chicken wings, but our fingers, Georgia and I just couldn't get enough chicken. And Georgia doesn't even like to eat chicken wings in public, but she was chowing down on both of those. So if you want to get good wings, those are my 2 picks for wings. I wanted to share that. Another update before we go to break is that starting April 7th. Yes. April 7th, our show will be at 5 o'clock. And being at 5 o'clock, we're going to record on Tuesdays. And that way, all of us or whoever can be there on 5 can chime in and actually talk to you live. Like now I'm talking to you live, but I can't go in the comments and I can't do that. And I really like to be a part of the audience with you. So I'm excited about that. So starting April 7th. Melissa, it's almost that time. So tell us, you have a few minutes, just say a tiny bit about you, then we'll come back and finish up about you.
Yeah, so my name is Melissa. I graduated in 2017 from the J School, or I guess in public it's known as the Reynolds School of Journalism, but we call it the J School. I currently work full-time with the Great Reynolds Balloon Race as an event coordinator, social media manager, and I also am lucky to work with Debbie and also with Cherie Butler at Step 2. And I've really learned about a lot of the nonprofits in our community. It's been a really great experience so far.
Well, I love it. Well, with that great experience, we're going to tell Christian it is time for break. We're paying attention. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about local love, favorite nonprofits for both of these guys. So hang tight. It's City Talk with About Town Deb.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate a buck to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the ad.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk with About Town Deb. I have Melissa. I'm good. See, I'm getting used to this whole. I got Melissa and Sienna here, and we got Jazzy Georgia behind the scenes, and we got Matt working, and we have Design on Edge in the background. And I'm a little shorter because before I was sitting on my legs and they went to sleep because they're on higher chairs. So we're just keeping it real here. And before I go any further, Grandma B and Aunt Glenda, I always do my shout out. So happy you're watching. And Alicia with Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. Want to give you a shout out because when in the beginning we didn't have our sound wasn't all the way off, and she's texting us, hey, by the way, I can hear you. So thank you, Alicia. We know you got our back. And we were talking about nonprofits, and I'm just going to jump in with that. So with our About Town Deb wine, I'm sitting on my legs. I can't be this short. I just got to be real here. So with About Town Deb and the wine, we were talking about Noble Pie Pizza Parlor, and they are going to get some wine. So at the summit in Reno, south of town, probably within the next month or two, you'll be able to purchase a bottle of About Town Deb, and we'll probably do something special when we launch that. So I'm excited about that. Dorinda's Chocolate on the Riverside location will also, they have wine right now. You can go to abouttowndeb.wine to get wine delivered right to your door from wherever you're at, our red blend. And we want to thank Mike Owen for making that happen. And we're working on a white wine as we speak. You heard it here first. And Courtney's already designed a label. Man, I mentioned it today and the label was already texted to me. So I'm really excited about that. So let's go back to there's something we forgot about Carson City.
Yes.
So tell us what you forgot to tell us, which is so important because I love what she's going to tell.
Shout out to Bella Vita Bistro. Those bags of chips that we brought home. I want to let you know before I can even grab one, my entire apartment, all my roommates ate the entire bag the night I brought them home. So 10 out of 10 recommend those chips.
And we will be back because they have the most amazing dips that went with them. And when the farmers markets come back up, and they said they make them home, like they peel them and do them homemade. So what was your favorite part about the trip? You got to go for dinner and you got to stay for a little bit of the food that we tasted. Were the chips, were the dip? What was something you enjoyed?
I would have to say, was it the corned beef? We
had corned beef.
It was so good. It was
really
so
good.
nice and tender. It just melted in your mouth.
Oh, it was good.
It was delicious.
I know. We were eating it it was amazing.
That's what I said to my roommates. I was like, you guys think the chips are good. The dip.
Wait, the dip was incredible.
The dip was the best
part. So Bella Vita Bistro in Carson City. And if you want the wings, you got Noble Pie Pizza Parlor and you have EG on Damoni Ranch, EG Noodle. And I can't wait to go back and actually have the Roman. Is it Roman? Ramen. I can't wait. It's a Debbie Talk thing. So I'm excited about that. And their cocktails are amazing too. So last month, I want to say, did it start in February? Did it start in March? The Reno Love. Do you remember?
They started their campaign in January.
Oh, is that early?
Love
Okay.
Local campaign. And then it ended
not that long ago,
a
few weeks ago.
Recent, yeah.
But we were so impressed with the dedication of everybody who was part of that program, where they, made sure to highlight local businesses. And we love Reno, but we love where you are as well. So our amazing interns, Matt and Sienna, decided, can we do something? So tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing, because there'll be a video coming. So tell us about kind of how it went and a few places that you may have went to.
We created a video for Reno Love Letter. And honestly, I was kind of nervous going out into the community and explaining what we're doing and asking if they would want to be a part of our video. But honestly, every business that we went to, everyone was very friendly and super engaged with what we were doing. And I loved seeing how excited they got to learn about what we were doing and how excited they got to be a part of our videos. We went to many different places. We went to Reno area. We went to Sparks. We tried to go as many places as we could. Some places we went to were Spavia, Things Remembered Personalized Gifts, Apricot Lane, Burger Me, Enchanted Boutique, iHook Gallery, Chewy's, Baked by Nikki, Herbario Toscano, Savvy Boutique, DBA Records, which was a super cool store, and Natasha's World Jewelry.
Speaking of that, Natasha, I am wearing your necklace, so thank you. And I'm wearing my top is from Label. So really, we want to promote local. There are times when we're going to venture out and we're going to support everybody, because even if you're not a local business, you are hiring local people in town. So, we have to venture out a little bit, because, it's our sons, our daughters, our neighbors. They're working at the other places, and we want to make sure they are staying employed. So we do venture out.
My favorite part, though, was definitely seeing how much fun everyone was having with it and how engaged everyone was.
I love it. I love that. So speaking of love in Reno Love Letters and volunteering. So that is a part of what we're going to talk about in the second half of the show as well. So Sienna, being a college student, and a lot of people, you've been distant learning for a part of this, and you're going to be going back, but it's going to be different going back, and you've been home. And, we encourage people to volunteer and get involved in the community, which is what you just did. You went out to the community, went to the business owners. So tell us a little bit how you're feeling about maybe going back to school. And then we're going to switch to nonprofits, and tell us a little bit about something that's close to your heart with the nonprofit world.
Okay. Honestly, I am happy that I had a glimpse of college in person. I had one semester in person. And so I'm happy that I had that experience. And honestly, switching to online school was very challenging for myself and for everyone else. Definitely a way different process of learning. You don't get to engage with the students and the teachers as much, which is a big part of how I am. I love being in person, having conversation. But yeah, honestly, I think at this point I am a little nervous to be going back to in person, just because I'm so used to online, having to just wake up and go to my kitchen. But
Sure.
I definitely am very excited to get back to going to campus, engaging, saying hi, or waving, smiling at people, just like personal interactions with people. I'm very excited to be going back.
So once you go back to school and you're going to be engaging in the community, engaging in the campus, we also want to encourage you, if you're out there, no matter what age you are, now is the time to think about volunteering and getting involved. So share a little bit about one of your favorite opportunities, your favorite volunteerism, whatever you want to call it. Share a little bit about, because I know this is personal to you. So this is
like my nonprofit.
Share about your favorite nonprofit. This is all about you right now.
So my favorite nonprofit is the Kyle J. Taylor Foundation. And this is about sudden cardiac arrest. I grew sorry, I'm going to
No, it's okay. We're here for you.
I grew up with a family. It's like my second family to me. Like my second brother to me. Sadly passed away from sudden cardiac arrest. And what the mom, Jennifer Sarmento, does and what the whole entire family does for the community just truly is inspiring and touching. Every year they hold golf tournaments, and they were even able to hold a golf tournament this year, obviously with restrictions, but they still put in as much effort as they can. They do screenings at different high schools to make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else. And it honestly is inspiring to watch how much they care. And I'm so thankful that I grew up with a family and grew up with a second brother like that. And I'm very thankful that I see them just keep working hard and raise awareness to make sure that no one else has to go through what they went through.
We're all speechless. You know what though? No, I'm proud of you. We're grateful for you because really when it comes down to it, as a team, as a family, I feel like there's no accidents, there's no coincidences. We're all brought here together. And Sienna, we want to tell everybody, like, you reached out and she was like, I want to be a part of this team. I want to be a part of this team. And it happened. And you're here right now sharing this story. You were meant to be here at this moment. So,
and honestly, one thing that I love about this internship, what intrigued me was when I had my interview, I could really tell how much they care about the community and all the nonprofits that they're involved in. And honestly, when I learned about this internship, I knew that I needed to be a part of it because, again, seeing just nonprofits and how much dedication people and how much people care about them really intrigued me. And myself, I love being a part of helping the community or helping others. And I could tell through them that they really do care about this community. And I'm so happy to be a part of this team.
Well, we're overwhelmed. We're overwhelmed ourselves. I want you to, I know it's tough because this is a sensitive topic for you. I want you to slowly say the name of the nonprofit again. So when people are listening, and we'll make sure to put it in the link. So say it slowly so we know.
It is the Kyle J. Taylor Foundation.
Okay. And it's for
sudden cardiac arrest.
And that could be in any age, right?
Yeah, and it's very hard to detect. And yeah, that's why they hold a lot of screenings, and they have detected a lot of people who didn't know they had heart issues. And I think it's amazing that they really do try their best, and they do their best to help everyone around in the community.
Well, we're going to have a whole show on that, just so you know, and you're going to be the co-host of it, and we're going to bring them in. But with that said, we're going to take another quick break. You can catch the replay. You can put your comments in. We come back. We're going to have Kirk Allaire, and we're going to have Keenan Poland, the president of Disability Resource. Speaking of nonprofits, I'm going to let Melissa take the lead when we come back on that with Kirk, because we are so proud of you, Sienna. So stay tuned. It's About Town Deb with Sienna.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets, and they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate up to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You're listening to Fenix Media, the future of broadcasting. Listen live at fenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to About Town Deb.
I am so excited. This is honestly, Sienna, thank you. And Melissa, I'm just excited. Hello. So Kirk Allaire, right there, blue shirt, raise your hand. GratisGives, my sponsor. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
I'm just so excited today. I love it when we can have our young adults rocking the community and where we can all give them opportunities to shine. And Melissa and she's still the young one too, but I feel like we're both her big sister mamas because we're so proud of you. And it shows us that our world is going to be okay when you have amazing young adults. So Kurt, since you are the co-host, I'm going to let you introduce your guest, and then we're going to chime in because you are the co-host. I already know your guest, but maybe somebody else doesn't. Go ahead, Kurt.
Well, as the owner of GratisGives, and we get to select who we bring in as a nonprofit. And this month, we wanted to bring in someone that does an amazing amount of stuff for our community. And I have with me today the president of Disability Resources, Keenan Poulin, who is just an amazing human being. He's super genuine, super authentic, and I just love having him in my circle. He's a champion for what we do. He's an evangelist for what we do. He's an evangelist for his nonprofit. He's just a great guy, and I'm super happy to have him join me today.
Wow. Keenan, what are you going to say about that? Welcome to City Talk.
Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Kirk. Quite the intro. Appreciate that. Love supporting you, the Gratis family. I've been on the board of Disability Resources for 4 years now. Just took over as president. So unfortunately, Vivian, the executive director, couldn't join us today, but I'm happy to represent the organization and bring some more light onto all the good work that we're doing in the community.
Well, thank you for that. And when you do see Vivian, give her a big virtual hug because the whole team there is incredible. And I've volunteered for you guys and been a part of the whole program there. And it's so important what you guys are doing. So Kurt, do I want to throw it back to you, or do you want us to do our thing?
Let me say, I have a couple of things I'd love to say. Yes.
Then it's all yours. You're the co-host.
I wasn't here for the beginning, so I just wanted to say that I think that we live in an amazing community. I think the people that live in this community are very, very community-centric, and they love where they live. And, our initiative, our organization is based on the concept of collective impact. So this is our corner of the earth, and it's very important for us to take responsibility for our corner of the earth. And I know that Keenan is a great match simply because of everything he does with the Disability Resources and the Barracuda as well as a very community-centric organization. And he's always doing stuff for the community. So I'm just, like I said before, I'm happy to have him in my circle. And I know you already know him and how great he is, but just super happy.
Well, I'm going to chime in. So Keenan, you're involved in, like we said, the Barracuda, and you're also now, thank goodness and congratulations, the president of Disability Resources. We were talking about nonprofits. So tell us a little bit about why it's so important to you to be a part of Disability Resources and what they do. Because if we're not from Reno, we may not know what you guys do there. So please share.
Yeah, so a high-level overview of Disability Resources. We support adults with intellectual disabilities and in a variety of ways. In one side of the organization, which is Disability Resources, we're providing assisted living situations, helping them with not only a home, but also just kind of day-to-day tasks and things for the people that we serve, just to, be a part of the community and have access to different opportunities. And then there's an arm of Disability Resources called New to You Computers, and that is a e-waste recycling component that provides opportunities for the folks with intellectual disabilities an opportunity to work there. So really two different areas where we're serving that population. And end of the day, it's a great organization that's employs over 100 people and is not only serving the folks with disabilities, but also helping in limit the amount of e-waste that's going into our traditional forms of waste management. So that's going to become more and more of a big topic, not only locally but around the world now. Is a lot of these computer hardware, batteries, things like that are going to landfills, and we need to do our part to help recycle those.
Go ahead, Kurt. Sorry.
I just wanted to say that I know that Disability Resources, the actual operation is operating under restrictions right now. But once it opens back up, I will tell you that if you have not taken a tour of Disability Resources, you need to, because what they do for this genre, for these disabled adults is just magical. It's absolutely magical to see the passion in these people's faces as they're working. It's just awesome to see. So I would recommend that everyone at some point in the future to schedule a tour of Disability Resources, because it's definitely well worth your time.
Yeah, they love what they do, and Vivian does an amazing job giving tours there. I can't do it justice, so I'm happy to connect you with her and the rest of the team there to take a tour. But thanks for pointing that out, Kirk. It's very true.
Yeah.
So what is their website? And so what, like, if I have extra computer stuff, and I was going to chime in earlier, with all of us now doing remote stuff and more computers and more microphones and all that stuff, people are going to be recycling those, and they're going to have new ones. And like, you keep thinking, oh, I have this mic, but now I need this mic. So it's important that we do recycle them the right way. So who do we contact, and what website do we go to find out that when it's that time?
The easiest way is just to Google Disability Resources Reno. The Facebook link has a link to the website. We were actually just in the process of revamping the website, but you can also call the main number for either Disability Resources or New to You Computers, and they'll point you in the right direction of the different hours you can drop off things. There's actually a recycling store as well, so you can go in and purchase computers, mics, things along those lines as well. And then we're really looking to expand our partnerships with different companies throughout Northern Nevada, and taking big donations from them, whether it's computer hardware, batteries, anything in that space. The teams has a warehouse that we're looking to fill and recycle, dismantle all of those materials.
Well, thank you for doing that. That's totally important. Melissa, do you have any questions about this, or have you heard of Disability Resources before?
I actually haven't. I would love a tour.
We can set that up.
I'm from Reno, but I'm not I didn't really get into the nonprofit world until really just last year. So now I'm really like diving in and getting to know all these different nonprofits that I didn't even know existed.
Well, that's what Kirk is here for. So, Kirk, tell us a little bit about what is your passion and how did you, with GratisGives, a portion of the processing fees are going to disability resources because there's companies that work with you who pick a charity. So tell us a little bit about that.
Right on. So we work with 12 local nonprofits, and Disabilities Resource is one of the newer ones that we brought on just in the last 12 months, and we're excited to have them as a partner. GratisGives is built on a concept of collective impact, and we use merchant services to accommodate providing vital funding for the local nonprofits. What we do is we go into a business owner's location, we identify any unwanted and any unnecessary fees that they might be paying. We create a level of savings for them, and then we ask each owner to reallocate a portion of the savings to any one of the 12 nonprofits. And it has grown legs beyond what I could have ever imagined. We got 3 new ones today. So
who? Can we share who?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Gotta get down to the nonprofit first.
That is so not fair. I want to be one of the first to know.
We have hundreds of amazing local merchants that are kicking into these nonprofits. And the best thing for the nonprofit is that the monies that we provide to them are unrestricted. And if you've ever been in a nonprofit world, the monies that they receive from grants are oftentimes restricted on how they can spend it. The monies that we kick in are not restricted in any way. They can do with it what they want. We don't make them, be accountable for it.
I love it.
To date, as of May of 2020, we had given over $50,000 back to the community. And this May is our big celebration where we do the big check presentation, May 20th. And they'll find out how much they've made this year. So
I'm
super
excited.
It's a great time of year for us.
I love it. So before we go to break, you guys stay with us. What is your website, Kurt, before we go to break?
GratisGives.com.
So we're going to take a break and we'll come back for our 4th and final segment. I am so excited to be with so many amazing hearts that give back. And Kurt, your smile is shining bright. And Keenan, when you go home, please give a hug to Ashley. Just throwing that out there because we want her to know we're thinking about her because she gives back as well. You guys are a power couple. And it's an honor to have you here. So it's About Town Deb with City Talk. Stay tuned. We'll be back for the 4th and final segment.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextsstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media, the future of broadcasting. Explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now,
hey guys. Welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb. We got Kurt over there in the blue. We got Keenan with the fancy jacket thing on and his fancy memorabilia up. And I got Melissa, my marketing director. We got Sienna. So Sienna's not just an intern. So tell us what she wants to be. Tell us what you want to be.
My dream job is to be a meteorologist.
So give us the weather right now. Heard it first.
Today in Reno, we have a high of 55 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 34. It is mostly cloudy, sadly, and we have wind at 5 miles an hour.
Did you not hear it first? Yes! I am so proud of her. This is what our About Town Deb team is about. We are family, and we want to help anybody out there reach their goals, their dreams, their visions. And Kurt, you are just like that with your team. You give them that excitement. You mentor them. And I know, Keenan, I can't wait till when it's Barracuda time. And maybe it is now, and I don't know. But anyway, so I'm proud of you. I am so excited. So we're going to continue on because I want to make sure we have time to say what's coming up. And I want to make sure that, Keenan, you can give any other information. Share what you want to share about, Keenan. The floor is yours.
Well, yeah, just on the disability resources topic, again, would love to schedule tours like Kirk mentioned. We are trying to abide by, all the health and safety precautions at this time, but I think we can safely provide some tours, at least from a high level now. So would love to connect offline with anybody that's interested. I can then connect you with Vivian and her team to coordinate tours. Love to talk about, corporate partnerships and ways for companies to partner with DR and help us continue to strive for our mission. So really appreciate you and Kirk and the Gratis team, of course, for having me and partnering with us and making DR one of the beneficiaries of the GratisGives program.
Did I hear about birdies or something? What's that about?
I have something I'd love to share.
Yeah.
What's the birdies about?
So obviously, Keenan, you all know that he's part of Disability Resources, but his full-time profession is with Barracuda, the professional golf tour. And an opportunity came up for Gratis to be the title sponsor for the Birdie for Charity program in the Barracuda tournament. And the program is such that it marries perfectly with what we do. And we couldn't be any happier that Keenan brought the opportunity to us to be a title sponsor. And we're going to be 12 nonprofits. And, we want to break some records this year. And we really, really want to raise some money. And the best thing about Birdies for Charity is whatever we raise, Barracuda will match with an additional 10%.
So do I see About Town Deb a part of your team with that?
Well, it doesn't include any golf club.
I don't golf. I can ride in the cart. No, I'm saying I can help promote. You can have a venue right here.
Yes. Yep.
You can have a venue here to share.
We are
that
just
might be its own segment, Kirk.
Can we do that?
It could certainly be. Yes.
Well, he has a segment a month. He can do whatever he wants with it. Within reason. He can't be like too wild, but yeah, he can. We have a disclaimer. You want golf balls?
No, I said maybe we'll shoot that one from the golf course.
There we go.
Let's do it. Can we do it?
Absolutely.
Yes. Can we do that? Yes.
You're About Town Deb. You can do anything you want, girl.
I have been at the Barracuda before, way back when, other media days, and I've done some stuff. I would love to do something for you guys, whether it's remote, whether it's, hey, it's About Town. I've actually done like interviews too, as well, with the golfers. It was really fun. We just want to be a part of the success of helping many nonprofits. But Kurt, we want to support you as well, because you do so much for the community. And like I say, Keenan, you do as well all the time. Any nonprofits we go to, you're there with Ashley, and you guys are always making a difference. So we're grateful for that. If you don't mind, I'm going to switch to another thing that's coming up. So Melissa loves nonprofits at well, and you guys might like this event that she's going to talk about. Tell us what we get to have this year, which we didn't have last year.
Yeah, so we are currently moving forward with planning the Great Reno Balloon Race. We'll have upwards of 100 balloons. It's going to be great. We have a few special shapes coming up. There's this cute frog called Kermit, this Humpty Dumpty balloon, and then a raccoon balloon that's called Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, I like that.
And then I already announced this.
If not, don't tell.
I think we have, but it's a pink unicorn balloon called Alicorn.
Oh, I don't know if I've heard that.
I think we have. I think I posted it on social media but last year.
Okay.
So now it's like being reintroduced again.
Yes.
But yeah, we're super excited. It's going to be a great event. And it's our 40th anniversary.
That's even better. So I'm assuming you guys have been to the Great Reno balloon races, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Like, that would have been a bummer if you guys said, oh.
It's the first time for everything.
I have it.
So Sienna is actually new to the area.
Yes.
So how long have you been in Reno?
I am currently a sophomore, so I've been here about 2 years. I'm originally from San Jose, California. But the first year I didn't go to the balloon races, but I saw everyone's pictures and everyone's Snapchats, so I was a little jealous that I decided not to go.
It is super early.
Yeah. And I'm not an early riser. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. It seems like a fun time.
Going to be cool. So do you have a memory of the balloon races, either one of you, since we're talking about that? The memory you can remember, or memory, as it, anything?
One word comes to mind.
What?
Early.
Super true.
Super true. Keenan, what about you?
I enjoy maybe a little splash of something in my coffee in the morning, or mimosas. So that's kind of what helps keep me warm and get me going in the morning when I go. But mostly just hanging out, bringing blankets, trying to stay warm and enjoy the show.
I think my memory when I first moved here over 20 something years ago, more than that, actually, my kids were little. They were maybe like 4 and 5 or 5 and 6. And one of our good friends lived right by the park. So they can open their back gate. And we would all go there, and the kids would camp out and have sleep, like have tents in the front room. And then all the parents would get there early in the morning and have coffee and Bailey's. And it was such a cool adventure, the memories that the kids get together. And now Josh and Joey are 30 and 31 or whatever. And you'll never forget those memories. And I love it that it's for the whole community, and it's a free event thanks to the many sponsors and all the hard work. And isn't it mostly a volunteer? Tell us about that. That's a big deal.
So there are only 2 employees, the executive director and myself, and everyone else are volunteers. It's a very volunteer-run organization, and we're very lucky to have them, because I don't know how we would do it without our volunteers.
And I think that's another reason why I'm happy to have show our community love show today. And I know it's already getting down to, I don't know, 3 minutes or something. So both of you give your websites one more time just to make sure we have that out. And your name, contact. Kurt, you first, Kurt.
GratisGives.com. And you can call the office at 800-464-7284. Love to talk to you and solve any needs you might have.
Keenan?
So go to facebook.com disability resources to start, and that'll have the links to the websites. I believe they're all up and running. You can also feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Then I can help connect you with the organization. So again, thanks for having us, Deb. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anytime. I wanted some golf clubs and bowls. I'll get the clubs. The clubs. Kurt, do you have any last minute things you want to share before I give our announcements for next week?
No, I'm going to give my last minute to Keenan to pick up anything I may have missed on the Birdies for Charities.
Oh, thanks, Kirk. We're super excited to partner with Gratis Payments and GratisGives on the Birdies for Charity program this year. We've raised just under $100,000 over the past 8 to 10 years, but we think we can probably match 60, 70+% of that in 2021 due to the support of Kirk. Gratis is, the charities that are already involved and just the outreach and the momentum we're going to build. So we think, putting that program out to Northern Nevada and Northern California charities, it's going to raise a ton of awareness for them, use the PGA Tour and the Barracuda Championships platforms to elevate that. So really excited to partner with it. Thanks, Kirk.
Well, I'm excited to be a part of it too. So you make sure you put all of us in your little, whatever you need to do to make sure you reach out to us. So with that said, I want to tell you guys, thank you again. And Melissa, I don't know what I would do without you. Sienna's a rock star. She's going to be giving the weather every show. But before I forget, mark on your calendars, April 13th, Mari Chewy's, a wine dinner with Crystal Basin, About Town Deb. We're going to have tapas, but they call it something else. But
it's botanas
or something. And next week, Kay and Shy with Squeeze In. They're more than with Squeeze In. They are incredible. They have an amazing topic. We're not going to tell you. We want you to join in. It's About Town Deb with City Talk. We're grateful for our community. Rock stars! About Town Deb. We will see you.